What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Apple Valley Moto. So it occurred to me that I had never really done much or any filming at nighttime, and I wanted to kind of show you guys how the stock lighting is on this bike. So right now we're just in your standard low beam, your one headlight. On the Tiger, it is, you know, you have that the one side of the headlight lights up for low beam, which I really don't like that look, but you know, what are you gonna do? And honestly, it's pretty good for a low beam. It's nice and wide. It goes pretty far. I can see really well with just the low beam on. Now the Tiger lighting is full LED. You have your main headlight in the front and you have your two accessory lights down on your crash bars. Again, this is just for the Rally Pro model. I don't believe the GT have the accessory lighting, but speaking of accessory lighting, this is what it looks like with the two accessory pods on your crash bars. So it lights it up quite a bit more, especially right in front of you and side to side. So tonight's a very nice warm evening, and the deer I've already seen running everywhere. So these accent lights are very good for getting the sides of the road and lighting up, you know, the eyes of animals so you can see them before you hit them. And I think actually this is probably my favorite setting right here, the low beam with the accessory lights on. One thing that really sucks, and you'll see it in just a second when I go to the high beam, if you click into the high beam and then click back down into low beam, your accessory lights stay off. So every time you go back in a low beam, you have to click the accessory lights back on. That drives me insane. I'll show you. Here is your high beam. So obviously it goes a lot further, which it's supposed to. It's targeted straighter in front of you. You don't get as much lighting on the sides. And again, the high beam is the full front lens and not the accessory lighting. You can't turn the accessory lighting on when you have the high beam on. Again, I don't like that. The high beam is not bad, but for some reason I just really like the low beam with the accessory lighting. When you're traveling back roads, dirt roads, in the woods, in the trails, the low beam with the accessory lighting is definitely the best option in my opinion. So we're gonna head into the woods right here in a second, and I'm gonna show it all to you again. Okay, so we're headed into the woods now, and I wanted to show you. So right up here, I hope you can see it on this camera. Right up here, this little red button, this trigger, that is your high low beam. This button here is your accessory lighting. Now, they put this button, which is for your heated seats, right next to it. And so many times will I click this one thinking it's the accessory lighting, and it gets a little annoying. Just something you got to get used to. But again, right here is your high low beam. Okay, so I am standing up now, riding the gravel road kind of through the woods, and this is the low beam. So again, it's not terrible. You can't see too far up ahead of you, but again, you're going, you know, under 30 miles an hour. You don't really need to see that far ahead of you. I'm more concerned with seeing around the sides. So when I turn on the accessory lighting, I hope you can catch that on camera, all the stuff up close to you and to the sides gets illuminated a lot more. When you're riding trails, to me, it's more important to see what's coming from side to side than what's, you know, 100 yards ahead of you. Because again, you're not going that fast. Now, if you're hauling through the woods, if you're hauling through a trail, you might want to use the high beam. Here's the high beam. So again, it does get out way in front of you, but it's narrow. You don't really get to see exactly what's going on the sides. So I did want to put on some more accessory lighting. I don't think I need to upgrade what's there. Obviously, again, it's all LED and it works pretty well for a stock lighting system. But I am one who likes the look and the aesthetics of the extra lights. I think it looks cool. There are a lot of people out there who absolutely hate accessory lighting, and they will let you know about it. I don't know why, but hey, it's your bike, you paid for it, you do what you want to it. I happen to like the extra lighting, and it can only help your cause. I'd like to put some amber lights on here. It not only brightens everything up, but it gets you seen more, helps to prevent more accidents. All right, one more time. So yes, this is the high beam. This is your low beam. Your low beam with accessory lighting. Someone having a party? Dang. The one thing that the low beam doesn't do well, obviously, is cornering. I'm finding it difficult to really see around corners with that low beam on. But that's about the only negative. I still prefer it, and that's to be expected, but everybody's partying tonight. Overall, I really am happy with the lighting on this bike. Each setting is just different enough to where you can kind of cater it to how you're riding, which is important. I've had bikes before that, you know, there's not really much difference between low beam and high beam, and it never made a whole lot of sense to me. But having the variations in the different settings and being able to actually use the lighting on a bike, the stock lighting on a bike, again, just shows that they really put a lot of thought into the Tiger, the entire design, and I couldn't be happier. Well done, Triumph. I really feel like people do undervalue this motorcycle, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's because it's, you know, an expensive bike, it's a British bike, I really don't know. I mean, yeah, they are kind of hard to find in the US, but I've never ridden a GS, so I don't know if I can compare it to that, but a GS can't be much better, if at all. There's no way. This bike absolutely checks all the boxes. There's all the deer. Look at them all. Get out of the way. Oh, they're bedding down to go to sleep. Oh, I feel like a jerk now. Sorry, girls. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Too bad it's not hunting season yet. Woo! Oh, little baby. No, I really feel like a jerk. Alright, everybody, that's it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Leave a comment. Ask me any kind of questions you want. And I will see you soon.